Hey guys, thanks for stopping in again. I went and saw The Sound of Freedom this past Sunday, and I wanted to give you guys my thoughts after I've taken a couple of days to kind of process through everything. For those of you who may not know, this is based on a true story about Tim Ballard, who decided to quit his DHS job to try and find and save as many children as he could from human traffickers. Jim Caviezel plays Tim Ballard, and he does an amazing job. The performance is so engaging where you just feel like you're experiencing the emotions that Tim Ballard must have been going through in the moment. Whether it be disgust at things that he needed to do or devastation when receiving heartbreaking news, the emotions were almost tangible in a way. Now, with the tough subject matter, I really respect the way they showed the disturbing scenes with the children. They didn't put the child actors into any disturbing situations, which I really appreciate, as I don't feel that that's necessary at all to get the point across for a subject matter like this. But one of my most favorite things about the film is actually their usage of music. There were moments where I felt like it went completely silent, and I don't actually know if it did. The weight of the scenes are almost indescribable, where I feel like the emotions really set in because of the music, or at least it did for me. It's not a perfect movie by any means. There was some dialogue that was kind of awkward or out of place at times, and some of the actors kind of gave stiff deliveries depending on the scenes. I also felt that a couple of the flashback scenes had kind of bad transitions where you didn't really know what was happening or when it was happening, but it didn't last long and it didn't really take you out of the film itself. Overall, this is a really good film, setting aside the subject matter, of course. I would probably give it a 7 out of 10. Just acknowledging my own bias towards the subject matter, making it more impactful. Although it is a grave and emotional subject itself, I really do hope that you go out and see the movie or support it in any way that you can. The film shines an important light on an industry that few people want to acknowledge or even talk about. Currently, the media is a prime example of this. It's either non-existent to some or it's politically driven for others. The film doesn't have any political or religious agenda behind it. There's some subtle hints towards religion a little bit, but that's just by nature. And it really shouldn't be political or religious. This is about saving and protecting the most vulnerable and innocent among us, and that should really always be apolitical and really just a moral obligation. I don't like speaking in absolutes, but this is a subject where I feel it's indisputable. Now, I ask you to join me in spreading the word, as you and I are the marketing for this. It was made by a small studio that doesn't necessarily have the resources that bigger ones do, who may or may not have refused to put this film out when they had it in their hands about 5 years ago. I have dropped some links in the description down below. Please feel free to check those out and support in any way that you can if you'd like. Otherwise, hit the like, leave your comments down below, as I'd really like to hear if you've seen the film and what your opinion is on it, or if you're gonna go see the film soon. And you can also subscribe to see more of my rambling thoughts like this or my cosplay processes. You can also find links to my Instagram and Twitter down below if you're interested in seeing thoughts on life, photos of my cosplays, anything like that. Thank you so much again for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.